Imagine standing in the middle of the Nevada test and training range. There are no crowds, no cities, just endless desert, mountains, and an invisible boundary you are strictly forbidden to cross. From the outside, the perimeter of Area 51 looks entirely empty. Yet behind those fences lies one of the most heavily scrutinized facilities on Earth. Over the decades, an enormous pop culture mythology has grown around this dry lakebed. People have claimed the government hides bodies of extraterrestrials, reverse engineers alien spacecraft in massive underground laboratories, and protects secrets leaked by supposed insiders like Bob Lazar. The cultural obsession really took hold following the 1947 Roswell incident. When the U.S. military initially announced they had recovered strange metallic debris in New Mexico, the public imagination ignited. Because Area 51 was already a known hub for extreme military secrecy, the two stories became permanently fused in the public consciousness.
The true explanation for that debris was entirely terrestrial, though highly classified. It was part of Project Mogul, a secret program utilizing massive high-altitude research balloons equipped with microphones to listen for distant Soviet nuclear tests. To this day, there is absolutely no publicly verified evidence proving extraterrestrial spacecraft or alien bodies are stored inside Area 51. The most unbelievable legends were actually born from the rigorous mechanics of extreme government secrecy. The origins of that secrecy trace back to the 1950s. The United States government needed a secure location to test revolutionary aviation projects away from curious civilian eyes. They found a remote dry lakebed in southern Nevada called Groom Lake. One of the first projects to arrive was the U-2 spy plane. Engineers designed the U-2 to fly at extreme altitudes, far above ordinary commercial traffic. Because the entire purpose of the aircraft was covert surveillance, they could not risk anyone spotting it during development. The U-2 was eventually followed by the A-12 OXCART. This was a reconnaissance aircraft built to fly at tremendous speeds, pushing the boundaries of what human engineers could manufacture at the time. During the height of the Cold War, keeping these development programs completely hidden was a deliberate strategy. Knowing what an opponent's aircraft can do, how fast it flies, or how high it operates, provides a direct military advantage. Area 51's isolation was constructed entirely to protect human engineering from foreign intelligence. By hiding these test flights from foreign spies, the military inadvertently set the stage for massive domestic confusion. When developing combat and surveillance technology, specific performance metrics are heavily guarded. If an enemy knows your altitude ceilings, maximum speed limits, or exact radar detection profile, they can build weapons to counter you. Take a look at this diagram showing how radar interacts with different aircraft. A traditional commercial jet reflects the radar sweep straight back to the receiver. But when radar hits a stealth aircraft, the sharp, angular design causes the signal to scatter away in multiple directions. Being completely certain that an enemy detection grid cannot track your aircraft is an overwhelming tactical advantage. Controlling that specific piece of data is the primary reason the military maintains a total information blackout around their testing sites. Now, imagine you are a civilian observer in the Nevada desert during the Cold War. You look up and see an aircraft like the A-12 OXCART flying at speeds and altitudes that you and the general public consider physically impossible. You report what you saw. But the government operates on a strict protocol of silence and denial. They will not confirm the existence of a spy plane, nor will they explain the technology. This creates an information vacuum. When official facts disappear from the public record, human imagination naturally invents a narrative to fill the void. Without an explanation, people begin to look for their own answers. By enforcing strict silence, the military birthed the alien mythology. The public was witnessing tomorrow's technology today, entirely without the context needed to understand it. Over the decades, the world has continued to report unexplained aerial phenomena. While the vast majority of these sightings are eventually identified as weather balloons, satellites, drones, or optical illusions, a small percentage do remain genuinely unexplained. It helps to look at the literal meaning of the term UFO. Stripped of its pop culture baggage, it simply stands for an unidentified flying object. It strictly means the observer lacks the data to identify the phenomenon. This chart illustrates the leap in logic often made with these sightings. On one side, unidentified data. On the far end, extraterrestrial origin.
There is an enormous gap between acknowledging we don't know what something is and concluding it came from another planet. Labeling an aircraft a UFO is a statement about our own lack of information. It is a placeholder for missing data rather than proof of an alien presence. Today, Area 51 remains a highly active, heavily restricted military facility. The runways are maintained, the perimeter is guarded, and the testing continues out of public view. The development happening there now likely involves advanced electronic warfare systems designed to disrupt enemy communications, next-generation surveillance sensors, and experimental forms of propulsion. History proves how bizarre our own engineering can look. When the F-117 Nighthawk was developed, its sharp, impossible angles looked unlike any conventional aircraft. To an uninformed observer, a stealth fighter might as well be an alien ship, which reveals the supreme irony of the entire facility. The alien mythology actually serves the United States government perfectly. It acts as an incredibly effective smokescreen, captivating the public's imagination while protecting the base's true military purpose from serious scrutiny. The biggest secrets hidden inside Area 51 are human, not extraterrestrial. The mystery of the Nevada desert is simply the future of aviation, flying right above us, that we haven't been allowed to see yet.